made 3 different chords to figure out why that camera wasn't working.
Really?
Yeah. All right, we are live, Nick.
All right. Welcome, Jeff.
Special Super Bowl Sunday edition.
All right. Welcome, Jeff. All right. Welcome, Jeff. All right, so Jeff, let's get right to it. We got a lot to get to from this past weekend. All right, so Jeff, let's get right to it. We got a lot to get to from this past.
You on your phone or your laptop?
All right. Yeah, I just switched back to the phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was.
Okay. Is it good now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So a lot to get to from the past week. I'm going to bring some things up, some highlights that I wrote down. You can comment on them as well. But off the top of my head, we want to say congratulations to last week's guest, Catherine Dady and the West Hill girls, as they did just what she said they were going to do, just like Luke Paragon did exactly what they said they were going to do the week before. They went to Marcellus, and they got a win at Marcellus on Tuesday. Catherine also on Monday surpassed the 1,000-point mark in her career. So congratulations to Catherine Dady of West Hill High School girls and the West Hill girls team for a big win over Marcellus at home. And Catherine getting the over 1,000 points on Monday. I believe she had, I tweeted it out, but I can't remember. I believe she had like 23 in that win over Marcellus as well.
Yeah, I think it was. We are the Good Luck Charms. If you are watching, do not.
I'm telling you, if you want to come on the show, if you're, because everyone that comes on is having good success since then. So, including Luke Paragon, who had another big game over the weekend, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I also want to shout out congratulations to 3-sport star Dan Anderson of CBA on going over 1,000 points himself in for his career in a Friday night win on senior night for the brothers in a win over SAS. So congratulations to Dan Anderson going over 1,000 points. Boy, what a high school season he's having this year, huh? In all sports.
When I posted that, do you remember him did he take 9th grade off or 10th grade off?
From what?
From basketball? I posted it, and I think someone money had it mixed up with basketball. I mean, with football and basketball, because they said that he took a year off, and he's been basketball since 7th grade, I believe, on varsity when he got.
I'm not sure. We'll have to ask him. I don't think he's been on varsity since 7th grade, but we'll have to check that out. But I know he took off from football and went back this year. But he's just had a great senior year. So congratulations to Dan Anderson. Also, congratulations to last week's guest, Leah Middleton, and the Auburn girls for getting a big win over JD in overtime, 58-54. Leah had 26 points. Auburn girls are on a 16-game winning streak. And again, Leah Middleton was on the show last week, and look at that type of performance on Friday night against a really tough JD team.
I believe it. Yeah, I think it went to overtime too.
Yeah, they won in overtime 58-54. So congratulations to Leah Middleton and the Auburn girls having a great season. But I got to tell you, Jeff, my tweet of the week, maybe I'll start, maybe this will be something that I start to do once a week on the show. But I saw this tweet from Empire State Takeover, and I just thought it was awesome. And the tweet was a picture of Jackie Pittick from South Jefferson and who was it? Adrian Lamora of Indian River, giving each other a hug after the game because they've competed against each other so much over the years, and they had so much respect for each other. But what a game they played. Indian River ended up getting the win in overtime. Jackie Pittick had 31 points in the loss. Adrian Lamora had 16 points. And also congratulations, shout out to Adrian. She is going to Canisius on a Division I scholarship. So we want to congratulate her on that. But I just thought that was a great tweet, because two girls that are at the top of their game, that have been competing against each other year after year. And just at the end, after an overtime epic classic, just hugging each other out of respect and saying, man, great game. That was my tweet of the week from Empire State Takeover.
I do remember that. And that guy, I know him and I text him and I do not know his name, but he gets all over New York State to every girls' game and every section that he can get to.
Yeah.
And then they're actually, I believe someone else says that Canisius plays Marist too. So they're going to be playing each other for the next 4 years too.
Yeah. So, you got two
Easy.
great players that are going to continue competing. I just thought that was awesome.
It was a sick picture too. I remember it.
Yep. And then, so I talked about Adrian going to Canisius. Also, some other things that happened this past week. The Bishop Ludden girls got a big win over both Bishop Grimes and CBA over the weekend. So the Bishop Ludden girls are rolling. They had a big night at Bishop Grimes where they had the JV boys play and then the varsity girls play and then the varsity boys play. It was a battle of the bishops between Grimes and Ludden. And it was at Bishop Grimes. And I don't know who won the JV game, but I know the Bishop Grimes or the Bishop Ludden girls won the varsity game and the Bishop Grimes boys won the varsity game. But it was quite a night at Bishop Grimes. So congratulations to the Ludden girls. They are on a roll.
You go out there a lot. And somebody tweeted me the Cobra, the big Cobra that they put up in front.
Yeah, that was awesome. I saw the picture.
Have you seen that in front of there before?
Huh?
Have you seen that big Cobra out there?
I have not. I don't know if that was the first time they've done it or if they've done it before, but that was awesome.
That was sick.
And, I don't know if you know it or not, but I'm a former Cobra. I'm a Cobra alumni. So I went to Bishop Grimes, so I was pretty excited about that. So another thing I'm sure that caught your eye, Jeff, was ITC's Tay Ferguson lit it up with 9 3-pointers in a win over Hannibal and ended up with 31 points, 9 3-pointers for Tate Ferguson. I thought it was appropriate to bring that up.
He messaged me personally after that game and said, I finally went off.
Yeah. So congratulations to Tate Ferguson. Also, shout out to the Lowville boys who defeated rival General Brown Thursday night, 53-47 to capture the team's 4th straight league championship. Brody Brown led the way with 18 points, and Elijah Engelhardt chipped in with 17, and Dalton Myers 12. Congratulations to head coach Zach Shambo and the Lowville boys. 4 straight league championships for them.
They've been rolling the last 4 years, and do not forget they lost on the buzzer beater in the state championship to Joe Girard.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't forget that. Also, Beaver River defeated South Louis 52-50. To secure their 3rd straight league championship. Cade Schneider and Matthew Knight each chipped in 11 points to lead a balanced attack. And Lucas Rose hit a game winner in that game to secure the deal for the Beavers. Head coach Zach Lehman's Beaver River Beavers got the win at the buzzer on a Lucas Rowe game winner. So congratulations to them.
Can't beat a buzzer beater for a league title.
Yeah. Ho hum news from Section B and the Chittenango boys. They just keep winning. They beat a good Phoenix team, a really good Phoenix team. They beat them 95-53 on Friday to make it to move their record to 18-1 this season. Alex Mosch went for 31 in that win. The Chittenango boys, Jeff, they just keep rolling. They have got a really, really good team.
If they're hitting threes in the first quarter, it's just tough for anybody to battle back against them. Yeah,
look forward to seeing them in the playoffs. Also, our friends from West Canada Valley finished the regular season at 19-1 with a 79-56 win over New York Mills. Will Smith recorded a triple-double with 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. Wow. 12 in a row for West Canada Valley. They're looking pretty tough as well.
I guess there's some talk and see who's going to finish first, either them or Tully, but I guess Tully just knocked off Weedsport too. So I wonder if it's going to come down to points or what it's going to come down to. But Class C and B, boy.
Yeah.
We can't wait for that.
A lot of teams have a shot. It's going to be great. What else I got next? Recent games, a recent guest on the show, Tyler Green, lit it up he gave a 40-piece for Sackett's Harbor in a league championship win over Belleville Henderson. Remember how tough, when we had him on the show, he was saying how tough it was to play Belleville Henderson for some reason. Their team, it was just a matchup issue. They always have problems against them. Well, he gave them a 40-piece and put an end to those problems.
And the crazy part is I was going to text you this, they were down 12 with 4:30 to go in the game.
Really?
And he just went nuts.
Yeah. I mean, that's just awesome.
While we're on that too, I got to shout out the photographer that's up there. I don't know if you know him or not, Mr. Tom Spencer. He gets to all the games up there in the North Country. He sends and tags me on Facebook on every picture imaginable. And I want to say that he might have been the one that took the one of Jackie Harbor and the Indian River girl.
Okay.
It was from
Adrian Lamora. Yeah.
Lamora.
Yeah, that was a great.
Tom Spencer, you are a great photographer, and keep tagging me in the posts.
Yeah, I love guys like him, and Hale Henty is another great photographer. They're just selfless guys that love what they do, and they bring so much to the high school scene. They give so many great pictures to to so many families by doing something that they love. So that's a good shout out, Jeff.
Memories that'll last forever.
Absolutely. We also want to shout out the New York Mills girls. Gemma Jordan joined the 1,000 Point Club from New York Mills. And I know you had, I think you tweeted or you texted me something. You want to read off a list of the recent 1,000 point performers?
Yeah. So we'll start off with this week. I'm going to say her name wrong, but Lafayette's Chiana Pepino.
Okay.
New York Mills, you just went over Gemma Jordan. CBA's Dan Anderson, and then the West Hills, Catherine Dady. Then one we didn't mention is Liverpool, Jacob Works, and then Morrisville Eaton's Carly Warner. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 6 people that entered the 1,000 Point Club this past week. Congratulations
to all of the boys and the girls that entered the 1,000 Point Club, and that's just a great feat in a high school career, and all of those players are deserving of those honors, obviously. There was another great game. The New Hartford boys beat a good Central Valley Academy team 63-50 on Friday. Our guy Zach Filipkowski led the way, as always, with 23 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 steals. He's going to be joining us in just a few minutes, but Zach Filipkowski continues to have a great season, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play tomorrow night.
That's going to be fun.
Next up, I wanted to point out the Homer boys team beat a good Seton Catholic team 53-51 to move to 15-3 on the season. So the Homer boys are having a good season as well. The Bishop Grimes boys, as I said, keep rolling with a 88-70 win over Bishop Ludden. FM boys had a good win over Henniger, 69-55. Our guy Trevor Rowe knocked in 23 points. The Watertown boys secured a Frontier League championship by beating Carthage 73-36. So congratulations to the Watertown boys.
Started out 2-5 too, and then they got their players back and started rolling.
Nice. The CNS boys beat Corcoran 67-51 to finish the regular season at 15-5. So congratulations to the CNS boys. Our guy Luke Paragon and Coach Martin getting it done for CNS. So they finished the season at 15-5, and they just wait to see where they get seated and who they play in sectionals. Also, I do want to say the Marcellus girls rebounded from their loss to West Hill with a good 63-32 whipping of Skinny Atlas. Katie McLachlan led the way with 17 points. So the Marcellus girls didn't, stay down because of the loss. They bounced right back and got a good win against Skinny Atlas. So congratulations to them. Anything else you got, Jeff, before we bring Zach on?
The Homer girls too have clinched their first league title for the first one in 59 years. Shout out to Coach CJ Kudla. So Homer's a little small town that probably have their crowds are rocking. They are 15-3 overall, and they beat Seton Catholic over the weekend also out of Section 4.
Nice. So congratulations to the Homer girls.
The Homer programs are rocking this year too.
Yeah, having a great season.
Okay. It's 4:15. We'll bring Zach on.
Okay.
Zach, you hear us, buddy?
Yeah, you hear me?
How are you, kid?
Good, how are you?
You probably don't know me, but I message you all the time. I'm Jeff Richardson, and this is my partner, Ncaa Versa.
How you doing, Zach? Thanks for coming on the CNY Hoop Talk in the 315. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Good.
So we'll get right into it, man. You're having a monster season this year. Talk to us about how fun this ride has been thus far this season.
No, it's been going great. Every day we we work, we try and get better, and then that's what makes it fun because then we have fun in games, and then our coach, he just puts in some fun plays, get the crowd going a little bit.
I haven't seen you guys since OCC, but you guys definitely played together as a team. Is this your second or third year on varsity?
Third.
So how did the prior 2 years go for you guys out there in New Hartford?
Last year we would have been good. We could have made a run, but we only played 6 games. And then my freshman year, we played a good amount of games. We won the first round of sectionals, and then we lost the second round of ESM.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So, Zach, you're not just a scorer. You score a lot of points, but you're not just a scorer. You get in there and you get down low, you rebound, you assist, you block shots, you pretty much do it all. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing over the years to work on your game.
So every day I try and at least get on the basketball court, get some shots up, dribble a little bit, and at least I try and go to the gym at least twice a week, get stronger, and sometimes I try and get my mindset just better.
Great. So what are some of your short-term and long-term goals?
Short term, I'd say hopefully we can win a sectional chip, and then hopefully go on to states and make a run there. And then long term, I hope to play in college, and then graduate, get a good education, and hopefully have a decent job.
There you go. So tell us about how the season's been going for you. Tell us about some of the other guys on your team that's helped you out to have such a great season this year.
Yeah, everyone could do something. Andrew Durr, Will Shrila, Colton Soriano, and Connor Kowalski, they're the other starters. And they all help out because Andrew Durr, Connor Kowalski, they go out there. They're they go around, they mess around. They're the dirty players.
Mm-hmm.
Will Shrila is our shooter, and if he's on, it's going to be a good game. And then Colton Soriano, he goes out there every day, competes, and he could do a bit of everything too.
Nice.
So you guys only have one loss, right? And it's the Section 5 Pittsburgh Mendon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys have beaten everybody. So give me your what was your best game of the season, would you say, as far as the team goes?
Overall?
Yes.
That's a tough one.
Have you guys been down any big games and fought back? Or has it been all you guys the whole way?
Yeah, against VVS, we went into overtime against them. They weren't. And then every time we scored, we just traded baskets with them. And then at the end, we just pulled away.
I like it. What how many seniors do you guys have?
6.
So you guys are kind of losing a lot this year. So you got to go on a good run this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your head coach and what type of things he expects out of you and your team.
He expects us every day to just go in there, work, and then give it our all, because he can only tell us what to do, and we have to control how hard we get to work and all that. And he just wants us to go out there and win, compete, and play our best.
Okay. And who do you think are your biggest obstacles to winning a championship in your division this year?
Teams or?
Yes.
Grimes is probably pretty good. I haven't seen or watched any really other teams because I just go day by day. Mm-hmm. And I think JD, I think I've seen them up there before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think ourselves, if we have to keep our minds into it, we have to keep playing together.
Yeah, so as far as the summer goes, who do you play for AAU-wise, and what have you gotten any colleges talking to you about your game and things of that nature?
I play with Mohawk Valley Elite, and yeah, I talked to some colleges. I've talked to Colgate. I've talked to Hamilton. There's this D2 St. Thomas Aquinas outside of New York City,
Very good. Yeah.
and SUNY Geneseo. I talked to them, and I think that's about it.
Great schools.
Yeah.
Sure. What so you guys have CBA tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
You guys how do you feel about that matchup going into tomorrow? Because you guys are kind of similar in the runs and the records that you guys have.
I haven't really looked at them much yet, but I think I might see what they're like, how they play, because I think they play like man, and we're just gonna have to make shots because they're a really good team too. So it's gonna be a tough one, but it should be good.
What were expectations coming into this year? Did you guys think that you guys were going to be this good in the summer last year, the summer 2021?
Yeah, I knew we'd be good. It just depends on how good we do and how far we make it in sectionals and stuff.
Yeah, so do me a favor, Zach. I'll be the PA announcer for the game tomorrow night at CBA.
Yeah.
So come up and say hello to me. I'd love to meet you in person.
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you play. It's going to be a great game. I think you guys are a really good team. CBA's a really good team. So it'll be a good challenge for both of you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play tomorrow night.
All right.
Yeah. And we got to ask you, Zach, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Give us a prediction for the game tonight.
I feel like I want the Bengals to win, but more players on the Rams deserve it. But I got to go with the Bengals.
You're going with the Bengals. You want to give us a score?
Let's go like 31-28.
31-28 Bengals. Okay, you heard it here first.
Do you play any sports besides just basketball, Zach?
What?
You play basketball? Do you play any other sports besides basketball?
Yeah, I play soccer and baseball.
Oh, so you're a 3-season all around athlete. I like it.
Are you going to play baseball this year or no?
Most likely, but I'm gonna talk to my coach and see what happens.
Okay. What position do you play in baseball?
Pitcher. Up.
Nice.
The athlete.
So you're slinging it on the court and on the diamond, huh?
Yeah.
So this is your junior year. You got one more year left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So are your plans right now to go right to college after high school, or are you going to consider prep school, or or haven't you decided or anything?
I haven't really thought about that much yet.
Okay. But you know you want to play basketball in college.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Good.
You'll get there for sure.
Yeah, well, we've been admiring your season from afar. You've been, putting up great numbers. And like I said, the thing I like and the thing that sticks out to me when I look at your numbers is as good of a scorer as you are, and you're obviously the leader of your team, you don't just do that. You contribute in other ways, and that's what makes a complete player. And that's what I got to believe college coaches are looking for, is someone who can not only put the ball in the basket, but can also go get a rebound, play some defense, and make the right pass when it's needed. So we've been really enjoying watching you play this year. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. I'll see you there.
Thanks,
All right.
kids. Stay safe.
All right, there you go. Zach Filipkowski from New Hartford. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, thank you.
You got to announce the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be doing the CBA New Hartford game, so I'm looking forward to that. So what do you got going on tomorrow?
I'm going to try to get out there, but I almost forgot it was Valentine's Day. My wife will kill me.
Yes. Hey, so you guys had a game today, right?
Yeah, we played Culinary Institute of America.
Did you get a W?
Yeah, 90-29. It was the score.
Oh, okay.
We needed that. We lost to Bryant and Stratton Syracuse Friday night. We lost I think it was 16. So we needed a win going in before conference playoffs start.
Okay. When do playoffs start for you guys?
The weekend of the 26th and 27th.
Okay.
Did you how'd OCC and Lemoyne do this week?
So OCC got wins on both the women's and the men's side, so they continue to roll along. The women, I believe, now have won 16 straight, so 16 or 17 straight. So they're just rolling. The men are too. The men are, I think, up to number 2 in the region and number 3 in the country. So they're playing great. OCC's rolling. I'm looking forward to seeing if they get home games come tournament time. So we'll see about that. One thing I do know is with the Lemoyne women's win yesterday, they secured the number 2 seed in the NA10 conference tournament, which guarantees them a home game. So we're looking forward to that. The men also got a good win yesterday over Southern Connecticut State. So the men, it was senior day at Lemoyne College, and shout out to Jenna Zimmerman from Adams, who South Jefferson, who's a senior for Lemoyne yesterday. Also, Azariah Wade from SAS had her senior day yesterday. So congratulations to them. For OCC, it was sophomore day yesterday for the women. Who was it? Cassidy Kelly from Bridgeport and Julia Logana from West Genesee. Both had sophomore days at OCC, so congratulations to them. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun announcing games this year. The teams that I'm announcing for have been doing really well. So, it's just we're just going to keep rolling here. Tomorrow night, I didn't realize that CBA was going to play New Hartford until the weekend. So they play tomorrow night. That'll be a good matchup. And then
was that a COVID pickup or was it it was on the schedule from the get-go?
Well, no, I think they picked it up because these teams need to get 20 games on the schedule.
I guess.
So, that's why you see teams, especially the private schools, are, playing a lot of different teams, trying to get teams on the schedule just so they can get enough games in for the 20 games. So
I like the competition aspect of it. They're both playing each other.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a good break before sectionals. It's a good challenge for both. I mean, obviously, New Hartford's one of the best teams in Class A, and CBA is one of the better teams in AA. So it'll be a good challenge for New Hartford before the sectionals, and it'll be a good challenge for CBA before the sectionals as well.
So we'll go. You want to go over a few more scores over the last week? We'll go through before Charles comes on.
Or why don't you go through? Do we have anything else coming up this week as far as games go that we want to point out before the season ends?
I want to say that Monday and Tuesday are just make-up games because I actually found out that seeding was supposed to start today. I meant to text you and tell you that too. I had a couple coaches message me and tell me that, but teams had to get games made in before today. Actually, there's teams playing today too. So today, tomorrow, and Tuesday are all make-ups or schedule fulfilling games for the rest of the season. So I don't even let me check the schedule. I just know that I could have swore it was always Selection Sunday. They called it. SAS plays today. I don't know who they got today, but I'll check the schedule.
Yeah, and I also want to shout out the JD boys. Got another win over the weekend over Auburn. So they continue to roll. And I don't know if we mentioned it last week or not, but just in case we didn't, Coach Ike got his 100th win at Jamesville DeWitt recently. So congratulations to him. And like Zach said on the interview, New Hartford, I think you got to go New Hartford, Bishop Grimes, JD, and I'm trying to think who else in the A division that's going to compete for the title. I mean, obviously they're all going to compete, but I think those three are the favorites. Do you know anybody else?
I don't know. Usually,
yeah, I think it's pretty much those three. So look forward to that.
I'm just checking the scores. It says West Hill Salve and then Niskayuna and Bishop Grimes played today on the boys' side. West Hill beat Salve 66-43, and Niskayuna beat Bishop Grimes 50-48. So that was a close one.
Oh. What was the second one?
Bishop Grimes and Niskayuna out of Albany.
Oh, okay. And did Grimes? You said Grimes won or lost?
That's last week. I'm bugging.
Oh, that's last week.
Yeah, it just says, see, none of the schedules they're not updated. But tomorrow it looks like for the boys, Hannibal, Mexico, Phoenix, Salve, Cortland, Central Square, Skinny Atlas, Cas, Faith Heritage, Tully, Pulaski, Weed Sport, New Hartford at CBA, Liverpool at FM, Canton, Indian River. Bishop Grimes has Lowville tomorrow.
On the boys' side?
Yeah. They must have added that game too at 7:30, and it's in Lowville too.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So these are games that must have just been added. And then Phoenix and Salve, Hannibal and Mexico for the boys. Let's check the girls. So I'm glad they're updating the schedules because last time There was always parents messaging me asking why their schools games weren't on the schedule.
Huh.
For the girl side, tomorrow, Skinny Atlas and Ncaa, West Hill at Ludden, CNS Beeville, Bishop Grimes, Marcellus, Phoenix Hannibal, Homer at Henniger, Onondaga Fulton, JD and New Hartford, Holland Patton girls at Canastota, Little Falls at Sherborne Irville, Liverpool at FM tomorrow.
And on the girl side?
Yeah, that was the girl side.
Okay. Yeah. So Liverpool FM should be a good game.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder. There's not too much movement and seating. I wouldn't think.
I think they're gonna join on Wednesday and do the seeding. So I look forward to having that, and we'll after the seedings come out, we'll talk about them, and maybe we'll give our predictions, and we'll do that.
You got any insight? You got any inside connects where we can be in on that?
I don't know if I'll have to ask Mr. Rathman if that's possible.
That'll be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
There's games actually on Tuesday too. Utica Notre Dame at VVS. This is for the girls side. Brookfield at Stockbridge Valley. FM at Henniger. Jordan Alberts at Pulaski. CNS at South Jefferson. Oh, that's gonna be a good game.
That's one thing I don't think we've talked about enough is the year that the CNS girls are having. I think it's just because nobody really challenged them, but they're just having a great season, and they look like they're gonna continue right on through sectionals and represent Section 3 going forward. But the CNS girls are having an outstanding season.
And they lost a whole lot with Jessica Cook too. That was 2020 a game. They had a few other seniors that were great also.
Yeah, and they got Kulikowski's a good player for them. And then I think it's Alita Santangelo, another really good player for them. So the CNS girls have been having a great season, and we look forward to what they do in sectionals and going forward.
Curious to see them tomorrow against South Jefferson. That's gonna be a great game with Jackie.
Yeah, I would say the South Jeff will have their hands full, though. I mean, I'm sure Jackie will do well, but a Class B team playing a really good AA team, that's going to be a tall task for South Jeff. But it should be a good game.
And then let me see the boys for Tuesday. I got a full schedule. Chittenango's at Oneida. Homer's at Mexico. JD's at Fulton. Tully's at Port Byron. New Hartford's at Whitesboro. McGraw is at Brookfield. Madison's at Stockbridge Valley. And Liverpool's at Binghamton.
On the girl side or the boys side?
That was the boys.
Oh, boys. Okay. Yeah, I think Liverpool played Binghamton earlier in the year, and they're doing a home and home.
I got it. And then Liverpool played Green Tech and Albany Saturday too. I heard there was a controversial call, and I think they lost by 4 or 6. It was.
Yeah, I thought that was a tight game. Jaden Reynolds went off for like 37 in that game for Liverpool, so that was a really good game for him.
He was bound to have one this year. He had a great offseason for AAU. I actually coached him over the summer.
Yeah,
he's long and lanky. He can play the one.
Yeah, he's a good player. What else here? Is how far away are we from Charles?
It's 4:34. I mean, you can text him as we're to get on sooner.
Yeah, that's all right. I told him to come on at 4:45. So what else, Jeff? What do you got coming up this week?
I don't have anything. We're gonna do that when the brackets come out. Shout out to an Onondaga parent. His name is Brian Bass. He's gonna make us the boards for the bracketology. We just got to figure out when we're gonna do that and who's going where. There's gonna be big boards we can just stamp the names on, and hopefully we can do a live show for that and have some fun with that.
Nice.
I don't got anything coming up. ESF, we're gone to New Jersey next weekend, and then Tuesday I actually have a game in the Dome against Broome Community College. SU always gives us an end of the year game in the Dome, so that'd be pretty fun for us.
Oh, nice. That'll be great.
I should see what's up with announcing, see what they if they need one, to reach out to you. I always forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because SU Newhouse usually films the game, but our announcer is it's kind of someone new every game.
Okay. I tried to hold on here.
hit video off.
I tried to answer Charles, and I lost my way here. Let's see here.
Nick will be back. He had some technical difficulties.
Okay.
It wasn't hard. Yeah, that was easy.
I'm back. All right. So, yeah, Charles Pride is going to be joining us in just a minute. You should be seeing him trying to connect in just a couple minutes here.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking, looking at sectionals on the boys' side and the AA, Liverpool and West Jenny's at the top. CNS, FM, CBA are all going to be there. That's going to be really interesting. Like we said, in the A division, you got New Hartford, Bishop Grimes, Jamesville, DeWitt. And like we said, B is wide open. There's so many different teams. Chittenango obviously has got to be the team to beat.
So
but
many.
There's a bunch of teams that have great records that'll make it for a fun sectional time. And then you were mentioning some of the C and D's earlier. Who do you think are the favorites there?
It's got to be Tully, West Canada Valley, and Weedsport for C's for the boys.
Okay.
It's just curious to see who goes where.
Yeah.
Charles is on if you want to bring him on.
Huh?
Charles is on if you want to bring him on.
Yeah, let's bring him on. Yeah. My guy.
What's
Can you hear us?
How you guys doing?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right. It's Charles Pride, a.k.a. Sour Patch Chuck, in the house with CNY Hoop Talk in the 315. Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, man, you've been killing it this year, bro. I mean, I've been watching. You had the 44-point game. You went over 500 rebounds. You've been just like going nuts this year. Tell us about the season. What's been working for you?
I appreciate that first off. And I don't know, I've just been staying in the gym, honestly, just staying in the gym and continuing to work on my game. Last year was kind of tough because of the COVID year and stuff. And we returned everyone, so we knew what we could do. We made it to the championship, and this year we're looking to win the championship.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back and talk about some things from your time here in the Cuse. But before we do that, I want to kind of talk about the present. Right now, your team is 16-9 overall, 12-2 in the conference. Wagner is the only team with a better record at 13-1. You lost a tough game against them on January 6th in overtime. You were winning that game at halftime. You ended up losing 84-81. You ended up with 23. Tell us a little bit about that game and how things went. Like I said, you guys are winning at halftime, but you ended up losing in overtime.
So Wagner, they're a really good team. With the COVID year, a bunch of their guys got the extra year also, so they returned their whole entire team, and they won the league for our conference last year, and we knew that was going to be a tough game. We knew they're the team to beat, and we went out there, we played really hard, we were up, but a few of our guys got into foul trouble and fouled out the game. And we also played that game without our head coach. Our head coach got COVID like 2 days before the game, so we knew it was going to be hard, but we fought hard. We went into overtime, and then in overtime, our starting center had fouled out, so they kind of pounded us inside, stuff like that.
Okay. You had, like I said, you had an outstanding week. You recently picked up the Lou Henson National Player of the Week honors, averaging 38 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 block, while shooting 53.6% from the field, including 12 for 12 from the foul line. Like I said, bro, you've been red hot. When you're in a zone like that and just playing so well, tell me what it's like out there for you.
I mean, I would say it's like any other game, honestly. I mean, we were missing 2 starters, and my coaches were telling me that I had to be a bit more aggressive. So I was looking for my shot a lot more, and I knew the teams were gonna key in on me defensively. So my coach did a very good job of getting me into spots and creating shots for me. And
So looking at what's coming up for you, you guys have you lost a tough one yesterday. Somehow they held you down points wise yesterday, but going forward, you got Central Connecticut on Thursday, Fairleigh Dickinson on Saturday. Two very winnable games for you guys. You got St. Francis of Brooklyn on the 24th before finishing the regular season against that Wagner team at home. So what type of things is your team talking about closing out the season? And do you guys have a conference tournament?
yes, we do.
Okay.
We have a conference tournament. Our conference tournament's actually coming up fairly soon. We play 3 more regular season games.
Yeah.
Our next game is against Central Connecticut on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure there's 2 teams that don't make it. The bottom of our conference is FDU, and then Merrimack hasn't been D1 for long enough to go into the playoffs.
Right.
So we should be the number 2 seed, hopefully number 1, because we play Wagner the last regular season game of the year, which will most likely be for the league championship.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, yeah, so you got so when's the last time has Bryant ever made it to the NCAA tournament?
Never. Last year was our first title game appearance, our first championship appearance. But
Okay.
we're looking to do that this year. That would be very good for the Bryant community.
Yeah, I mean that would be great if you could bring them to the NCAA tournament. Now, as we look back over your time in Syracuse, I've known you for a long time since you were younger. You know, people have talked to, people have always, for some reason, people have always questioned your game. I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, he's good, but I don't know if he can play at the next level. Yeah, he's good, but I don't know if he can play, Division I. And all you've done, and this is what I love about you, bro, all you've done everywhere you've gone is win. Even going back to, you won a championship at CBA with my boys when you were there. You moved to Liverpool and you bring them their only state championship they've ever had. You won tournament after tournament with the Jayhawks. You won at Putnam, and now you're here at Bryant. And not only are you playing Division I, but you're doing it at a high level. People would always say, well, he could drive, but he can't shoot that well. And I mean, games that I'm watching you play, bro, I mean, you're shooting threes. Tell me how hard you've worked on your game to accomplish all those things.
I've worked very hard on my game, and that's a testament to Liverpool, the Liverpool coaches, Coach Blackwell, Coach Muller, Jay David with the New York Jayhawks, and also Putnam, the coaches over there. They just instilled like a hard work ethic in me, and I mean, I've seen it. I've seen a bunch of players who were decent players go to the NBA just based off of their work ethic and just living in the gym and trying to block everything out and make sacrifices. So I just try to take bits and pieces from other players that I see that have success and bring that into my game.
What was the hardest thing going from Liverpool to Putnam and then Putnam to Bryant, getting adjusted to?
From Liverpool to Putnam, I would honestly say being away from home. I was away from home for so long, and playing at Putnam, we had a national schedule, so all the games were far. Like we played in Jamaica, and they were all across the country, so it was different. Like my mom, she's a big fan. She comes to all the games, but she wasn't able to come to all of the games. My Putnam season, I'm pretty sure I think we went 38-2 or 38-3, and my
Games.
mom wasn't able to make most of the game, so that's honestly what it was. The basketball piece, I don't really think it was that hard, just because, like I said, at Liverpool with the coaches and with my Jayhawks coach, they taught me how to work hard, so I was getting better, and there really wasn't much to do out there at prep school, so I just lived in the gym.
So talk to me a little bit about, you mentioned Coach Blackwell and Coach Muller. Talk to me a little bit about the impact that they've had on you as a player, and not only as a player, but as a person.
They've had a big impact on me in my life. I wouldn't be the person I am today without them. They've helped me on the court and off the court, and they will be my guys for life. I actually was FaceTime both of them today and had a conversation with them just about life, you know. They're two of the best coaches that I've had, you know, um, but mainly because they can relate to me on a personable level.
Right.
And I could go and talk to them about anything, you know, and that makes everything a lot easier when it comes to basketball, when you can go and just have a conversation with your coach about you just having like a bad day or something that's going on that has nothing to do with basketball, and you know that they are there for you and they have your back. And I appreciate them a lot for that.
That's awesome.
Lifetime relationship for sure.
Do they still critique your game though?
Yeah, for sure. They definitely critique my game and stuff. You know, when I come back to Syracuse, I've been in the new Liverpool gym.
It's awesome,
And
isn't it?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
sick. I wish we had it when we were there.
I know, right?
They sped it
Yeah.
up. They speeded it up after y'all won that state championship to get it done.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
what about? Go ahead.
I come back to Syracuse and I work out with them and stuff like that, and work on things that they think I should work on, and they still help me with my game also.
And I want to let you know they're in the hunt for another sectional championship this year. They're, I look at it, they're the team to beat. So they've kept it rolling for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to me about Jay David and what impact he's had on you from the Jayhawks.
He's had a big impact on my life. You know, Jay is like a big brother to me. He's another coach that I related to on a personal level, and he also helped me with working hard and stuff like that. I remember in the summer with playing with Jayhawks, we would have like dead periods and times that we wouldn't have AAU tournaments. I would always go and just stay at his house and just stay out there in the New York area and get workouts with him and stuff like that. And he's definitely helped my game come a long way. And playing on the circuit with him, the Adidas circuit, that was a very challenging circuit. We had a lot of good players in the Adidas circuit at that time. There was LaMelo Ball, Zion Williamson, Jalen Green was playing in it at that time. A lot of great players, and that helped my game a lot.
That's good. What about, so then you move on to Putnam. You played for Coach Espinosa there?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So what type of things did they bring to your game? I imagine you learned something from every stop you made, right?
Yes, I did. Um, I learned being at Putnam. I learned how to play smarter and have a better basketball IQ. You know, at Liverpool, we were watching film and breaking down film and stuff like that. But playing playing at Putnam and at a national level, um, the film was a lot more intense and stuff like that. And I also was lifting a lot more, and we had a nutritionist there and stuff like that. So just working on my body and figuring out like what's good for my body and what I can and should eat and stuff like that.
Yeah. So is that something that you're working on as well? You're not only getting jump shots in the gym and stuff, but learning how, what to eat, what not to eat. Are you getting in the weight room constantly and things of that nature?
Yes, for sure. And I after leaving Putnam, I Well, being at Liverpool and back home, I mean, I really would eat anything, honestly. Like, I would eat McDonald's, Wendy's,
A lot of Avicolis.
yeah, Avocolis. After the game at Liverpool, like, I was eating anything, but now, after leaving Putnam, it's been more chicken. Like, I mostly eat chicken, like grilled chicken and rice pretty much every single day. Stuff like that. I feel my body just works better like that.
Yeah.
Not so much soda. I used to be a big soda drinker. I cut that on my diet.
Yeah. That's good stuff. So when you look at the coaching staff you have now, it's a pretty impressive staff. I mean, not only head coach Jared Grasso, but you have some 315 connections with Eamon Mahars from Cortland. And,
Yeah.
so that's, and also Luke St. Leifer. I know him because I do PA announcing for Lemoyne, and he was a ex-Lemoyne coach. So I know Luke. And then you're blessed to have a former Duke star and Chris Duhan on the staff as well. Tell me what those guys, how they've impacted your game.
They've helped my game tremendously. I'm always getting in with those guys to watch film, and they're critiquing my game every single play. They're watching everything I do, and I can always get back in with them and rewatch and correct my bad habits and stuff like that. And they're always there for me. I really like those guys. They're very hard workers, and I could get in the gym with them at any time. They're honestly just a call away. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, just a call away. I'll call some of those guys pretty late at night, 3 a.m., and they're willing to get into the gym.
So what kind of coach is Coach Grasso? Is he animated coach? Is he how is he on the sidelines?
Oh, he's a lot different than Coach Blackwell. You know, he's
Yeah, Coach Blackwell's pretty laid back.
yeah. I would say I went from they're totally opposite, two different extremes. Feel like Coach Blackwell is very, very laid back, the most laid back coach I've ever had, and then Coach Grasso is
Screamer.
he's ready to go at any time. He's ready to get after it. I really like it though. He's willing to fight for our team at any moment. If there's a bad call, you know you're gonna hear him getting on the refs about it and stuff like that.
So I got to ask you about your guy Micah Adams Woods. You guys grew up together. He's doing his thing over at UC. Do you guys still talk a lot? Do you guys keep in touch?
Yeah, we definitely keep in touch. It was very good this year. We got a chance to play against them. You know, my family came out. His family came out, so we hung out and stuff like that. Had dinner after the game and stuff. It was very nice to play him. Very fun game.
Nice. Who won that game? Did you guys get it or they get it?
No, they won that game.
Okay.
What would you say to the youngin that's back here in Syracuse that doesn't have any offers right now, that's like a junior, that's getting stressed out and wants to play college basketball? What would be the biggest thing that you would tell him right now at this point in his career?
I would tell him to block out all the distractions. You know, everything will still be there after basketball, but with basketball, there's only like so there's only so tight of a window that you have to get to where you want to be. So you really have to dedicate yourself to work very hard to get to where you want to be. And that's going to mean to sacrifice a lot of things, sacrifice going out, sacrifice hanging out with friends and going to this game or doing whatever. Like, you really have to live in the gym if you want to do it.
And then, being an athlete, that prep school runs basketball nowadays. So if they don't have any offers, would you recommend, after going through prep school yourself, to the youngin to go to prep school themselves?
Yes, for sure. I definitely would, for sure. Prep schools bring in a lot of coaches. I know for me, so I committed to Weber State before I was at prep school. So I had a lot of teammates that were already committed, some that weren't committed, some that didn't have offers. But I remember at some of our open gyms, there would be about 40 to 50 coaches, all levels there. I remember Coach Boeheim came through. see one of my teammates and stuff like that. And yeah, if you keep working and going hard every single day, I feel like it'll happen, especially if you're at prep school.
I like it. And then what made you choose Bryant at the end of the day when it was time for you to make that final decision?
So like I said, I was originally committed to Weber State, and they told me that I was their last recruit and like the last puzzle piece or whatever. And then the next week they had another kid commit, and then I just felt like I didn't really believe in the coach and stuff like that. And Coach Grasso, my coach now at Bryant, he was my first offer when I was 15. He was coaching at Iona, and he was recruiting me the whole time, even through Putnam. He was recruiting me from when I was at CBA, Liverpool, and all the way through Putnam. So I just went with the loyalty. He stayed and was contacting me every game and stuff like that. And he finally got the head coaching job at Bryant. So I took it
It's all about that loyalty at the end of the day.
for sure.
I think the one thing that I think kids don't realize, even the good players on the high school level, don't really realize how important practice is, right? I think you learn that on the college level, how important it is to go hard in practice. Wouldn't you say that's something that kids need to take more initiative with?
Yes, for sure. I'd say both practice and workouts. Practice and workouts, they're the most crucial thing to having a successful basketball career. And practicing and working out at the college level usually are going to be a lot harder than the actual games are going to be themselves,
Right.
So just having a good work ethic and going hard every single day in practice and stuff like that will prepare you the most for games.
So, like I said, one of the things that just happened recently is you went over 500 rebounds in your career at Bryant. Everywhere you've been, that's one thing you've always done. It's like second nature for you. You've always been a rebounder. What is it about rebounding for you that you just do it so well?
I know I'm kind of a stronger or bigger guard, and most guards don't really rebound. And I know second chance points are usually what define the game. So I try to put as much pressure on the rim as I can to get my team the most possessions in the game. I feel like the team that has the most possessions and the most shots at the rim are ultimately going to win the game. So I try to chase it on the glass every single time one of my teammates shoot the ball.
And you take pride in that, no pun intended, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What about the Sour Patch? Are you still have them on the scores table when you go into the game, or what's going on with those?
So I did have them on the scorers table my freshman year, but and a bunch of my teammates would come over and eat the Sour Patch. But ever since the COVID year, they didn't let me have them on the scores table and stuff like that. So I just usually eat them during halftime or before the game. But they're definitely still there.
All
for
right,
sure.
Still part of the deal.
Yeah, definitely.
One other thing I want to ask you about, because I know this is important. Obviously, you've had great success on the court, and you've put in a lot of work to get to where you want to be. But you've also put in a lot of work on the school part of things. You've been doing your thing in the school as well. Tell us about how that's going and what kind of degree you're going to end up with.
So right now I'm a junior, and I've been taking summer classes. So I should be able to graduate early. I should be able to graduate by the end of the fall next year. And Bryant is a business school, so right now I'm gonna get a business management degree, and then I'm gonna minor in marketing.
Wow, that's awesome, bro. I got to believe, as much as your mom loves to watch you play basketball, she's got to be most proud of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
She's always on me about the school, asking me if I got my schoolwork done and stuff like that.
Nice. So we got to ask you, it's Super Bowl Sunday. You got a prediction for the game today?
I mean, I really want the Bengals to win.
Oh, he's number 2.
I really do. I just think it's cool that 2 college teammates are playing together to win a championship. I think that's sick at the next level.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you were on a college team with your teammate and you guys both went to the same team, you guys would want to make it happen. So
You got a score for us? You got a prediction?
no, I don't have a score.
You just rooting for the Bengals?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, man, we're going to be following the end of the season for you and into the conference tournament, and we're going to be rooting for you guys to get an NCAA appearance. I hope that happens for you.
Thank you.
I know I contacted you on short notice, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come on with us today. You're my man. You know that. And we're rooting for you. A lot of people from 315 are rooting for you, bro. So we're just we're so happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
Keep working, man. Stay safe.
We'll be in touch. Take care.
Have a good one.
Yep. Well, that was good.
Now that I think about it, you brought it up. A lot of people used to say that he wasn't going Division I either.
That used to drive me nuts because he's a friend of my. He's a friend of my boys. So, I mean, he'd be over the house all the time. I know Charles. So, I mean, I know that, I know how hard he works. I know that the one thing about Charles is he's a winner. I don't care what you say. Everywhere he goes, he wins. He's one of those guys. And, like I said, they used to drive me nuts because they said, well, he's a good driver. He can't shoot. He can't, this, but whatever you say he can't do, he'll just keep working on it. And, I mean, obviously, the numbers speak for themselves. And like I said,
not too many people scoring 40 points in the Division I basketball game.
No. And he wins everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
like you said, he only had 2 losses at prep school. He's got his Bryant team on the verge of making an NCAA appearance. He won at Liverpool, even won it when he was younger at CBA. He's won everywhere he's gone. So you can question him all you want, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised to see that kid play pro ball on some level. So
I think it's because Nas Johnson maybe overshadowed him because Nas was the flashy dunker when they were winning that year.
Yeah, but Charles was the main piece. He
was the scorer. He scored.
Yeah. So that was great. Hey, that was another good show, Jeff. I look forward to seeing Zach Filipkowski tomorrow night and into the sectionals.
Yeah, I'll text you if I can get out there. I'm gonna see if I'm going to dinner or not.
Yeah, and then great to have Charles on, and I hope the high schoolers of today listen to what he had to say. He hasn't been given anything. He's worked hard for everything he's got. So hopefully the kids that are trying to get where he is now listen to that today. But before we close, it is Super Bowl Sunday. What's your prediction for today, Jeff?
To be honest, I wouldn't care if either one won, but I kind of want Odell Beckham to get one. But it would be fun to see the LSU connection win one too.
Yeah. I'm kind of like the other guys. I mean, I really want Cincinnati to win because a friend of mine, Dan Horde, is the radio voice of the Bengals. So I know he's there and enjoying himself. He's going to be calling a Super Bowl, so I'm happy for him. So I'm rooting for the Bengals, but my prediction is the Rams win. I'm going to say 34-31. The Rams get the win today just because they were there a couple of years ago, and there's something about that first time being there. It's pretty overwhelming, everything that you go through, and the game is so big. And sometimes it takes you a time to be there before you can actually excel on that stage. So I'm thinking with the Rams just being there a couple of years ago, I think they're going to, have a good plan how to, getting ready for this game. And I just think they have too many weapons, especially with Aaron Donald on defense. But I would love to see the Bengals win. I'm just hoping for a good game.
And Joe Burrows is the most sacked quarterback too. So you got Von Miller on one side and Aaron Donald on the other is going to be tough.
Yeah. But Joe Burrows, I mean, he's another one. I mean,
he'll put up 50 points quick.
Yeah. I mean, you can't doubt that kid. So like I said, I'm hoping for a good game because, well, my team's the Dolphins and we don't want to talk about that right now. So, but Jeff,
we'll try to get up. We're going to do that seeding if it comes out Wednesday early, we'll try to do something Wednesday night. I don't think games will. I think games will probably start Friday. I don't know if they'll play Wednesday. I don't think they'll have games Thursday after the seeding. Give them a day to practice.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll make a couple calls and see how soon they're going to start that.
And I'll see if I know a couple of people on this committee too. I'll see if we can get in there somehow, some way.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys this week, either Wednesday, Thursday. We'll definitely do that bracketology show for the C1 or for CMY Hoop Talk. That'll be fun for us to do.
Yeah, so thanks again to Zach Filipkowski from New Hartford and Charles Pride, formerly from Liverpool, now Bryant University, for being on CNY Hoop Talk in the 315. Jeff, enjoy the Super Bowl, and I'll see you next time.
You too. I'll text you later.
All right, take care.
All right, Nick.